I think this one video is going to change your life. In your DNA, probably passed down from generations or in past lives, doesn't matter whether you believe that. There is an aspect of you in your programming that believes in God. Okay, let's just get that straight. In that believing of that primordial version of God, that is someone sitting up there, that is controlling your reality, that is demanding, that is an authority, that is someone that can make or break you, that can ultimately judge you and decide whether you're worthy or not. That primordial version of God, yes, it's based on programming, but it's not just based on programming of religious organizations. Now, this is the key point. So rewind it until here if you need to listen to this again. Everything that you think about yourself is how God will occur to you, and the universe will react to you. So let me give you an example. If you think that you're a trickster, if you see yourself as a trickster and you like to play jokes on people, guess how the universe and your life will occur to you? It will seem as if you are the butt of one big joke. It will seem as if the universe and God is playing tricks on you all the time. If you see yourself as someone who is misleading and you love it, right? You love to take people in one direction and then pull the rug out from underneath them and go, ah ha ha, that's not really what it was. It was actually this. That's how the universe will occur to you. That's how God will occur to you. And that's how your experience of life will be. Your experience of life will be that you feel like you're led in one direction, and then the rug is pulled out from underneath you, and surprise! So I want you to do this. I want you to write down 3 things that are identities that you see yourself as. Are you the person who plays jokes? Are you the one that's controlling everything? Are you the taskmaster? And I want you to ask your closest loved one. It could be a partner, your best friend, your brother, your mother. Ask them 3 things that are identities they see you as. If you're someone that doesn't communicate well, your identity is that you're someone that doesn't give others a clue of what's really going on with you. So how does that translate into the God aspect? Then you see God as someone that doesn't give you a clue as to what's going on in your life or what's to come. You'll have the experience of being left out of your own experience of life. I've been experimenting with this God aspect for a long time, and it fucking works. If you haven't already, I want you to join the Brahman Relationship Masterclass. I literally just gave you an incredible gift and added more bonuses. So click on the link below. What I realized this morning in relation to the God aspect is that I had this part of me that was a taskmaster. I knew that there were parts of me that were still trying to micromanage me, but I didn't get really the extent to which it was happening. And furthermore, I didn't get, and this is what most of you don't get, that it doesn't have to be that way. And you can't get it until you get it. So I know it sounds so far off and unbelievable and impossible, but it doesn't have to be that way. So remember in my video, George Floyd and the Solution to Global Racism, we talked about how in our subconscious mind, there are always the perpetrator and the victim. There are always 2 identities to everything that exists within us. We always identify with both sides on some level. In this God aspect of the taskmaster, I had mostly identified with the person that was having to do the tasks. And so I delved deeper into that identity of the taskmaster. Like, who is that identity? And when I saw clearly that identity, it was this like mafia boss that was like an authoritarian figure. It was like male, had male energy, and it had its feet kicked up on this desk, and it's like arms crossed like this, and it had this like smirky look on his face. The energy was like, oh, this person has no idea that I'm not doing anything and that they're gonna have to do all the work for me. But my point is, that's how part of my subconscious mind saw myself, is this person that was like, I have all the great ideas, and I'm gonna give you all these great ideas. That's my job. And you're gonna have to do it all. And it's up to you to do like all these things. And I realized that that's how I saw God. Are you with me? I know you are. I saw God as someone that inspired me, but then kicked his feet up, right? That's primordial programming. Kicked its feet up with the arms crossed and says, good luck with that. Like, I'm just the idea guy. I'm not gonna help you with that. And I completely released that identity and created the possibility that if I'm inspired to do something, number one, I don't have to do it, of course, in order to have that which I want. And I release that I am a taskmaster, that I'm someone that gets ideas and automatically goes, okay, here's a list of 15 things that I need you to do in order to have what you want. How many of you do that to yourself? The other half of you is going, I am overwhelmed with all of these tasks and ideas that I've been giving myself to just do, because this other half of you is like the doer, according to the perception of your subconscious mind. So I created the possibility that I'm someone that's caught up, and that my energy is caught up with my desires, that I'm someone that is the energy of being caught up with my desires. In other words, that there's nothing to do in between here and here. But now, when I see the God aspect, I see God not that sitting back with its feet kicked up and its arms crossed and like, good luck with that. I see a God that gets its hands dirty, and it's like, oh, I'm over here like creating with you. I'm over here doing all this stuff with you and enjoying itself at the same time. So now I feel zero pressure to do all of these things that were on my list of things that I felt like I needed to do in order to have what I wanted. But don't worry. It doesn't mean you don't get to do those things. Some of you love to do those things. Some of you love to get your hands dirty. I know I do. Some of the things I wanted to do because I wanted to do, but then the taskmaster was telling me I had to do them, and so I lost the desire. So now I'm back to the desire to do them for the sake of doing them, not in order to get that other thing. I know you're with me. So take a look at that list that you wrote about how you perceive yourself, and you could flip it to the opposite. Yeah, you can write how you perceive God, how you perceive life as working for you, or some of you against you as far as your perception. And then realize that's how you see yourself. And then click on that MF link below and join my masterclass. Seriously, so easy, so powerful, and so right at your fingertips. I'm loving you. You're amazing. Mwah.